impatient person. So that's an oxymoron.
Be
that's
patiently impatient.
You really do. You have to be patient, but you have to be impatient. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to buy real estate and you're planning on retiring in 2 years, you're not patient enough for this business. So this is a reality check. I guess number 5 would be, let's do a reality check. Because we talked about last week or the week prior is everybody is not cut out to be a landlord. Mm-hmm. So there are some reality checks there. Are you cut out to do this? Because this is a delayed gratification business. I don't know of any businesses that are not delayed gratification. They take many years to incubate and grow and produce something that's worth anything.
Right.
Okay? So take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I set out for this because I'm going to work for free for a long time? I'm going to be taking the time away from my family, my loved ones, the things I like to do, because I want to create this business, this entity that's going to take care of me later on down the road. So just keep in mind, if you don't like to work hard and you don't like to work for free and learn by making mistakes and lose money and sometimes make money over a long period of time, you do not want to get into real estate. Okay?
It's not for everybody, and that's okay.
It's not for everybody. I'd be lying if I said that. That's why I don't sell any courses and I don't do any sort of educational seminars that I charge money for, because I know 90% of the people sitting in that class, first of all, they're not going to do anything with the information. They're just information absorbers, and that's fine if they want to educate themselves. That's wonderful. But 9 out of 10 not going to do anything with it, or they are just not cut out for it. They shouldn't be doing it. And I just can't see taking money, and too many people do, taking money from these folks when they should not. They should be doing something else.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's cutthroat, and that's why that whole the being patiently impatient. That's a great way.
I don't want to say cutthroat. I don't really like that. I mean, it's not cutthroat. It's just,
I guess aggressive.
Some people, and it's not good or bad.
Right. Exactly.
It's not good or bad.
Exactly.
Like, just because you're not cut out for real estate doesn't mean you're a failure. Your DNA is not cut out to do this business.
Correct.
Maybe you're cut out to do something else. It doesn't matter what you do, just as long as you're happy and you're not hurting anybody. So what I'm saying is, and it's hard to tell people that I never tell somebody you're not cut out for this, because that's like, would you tell your own child, hey, you're never going to do that. Just stick to what you're good at, you dumbass.
Right.
Is that how you talk to your child? No, you tell your child you can do whatever you want, son or daughter.
Yep.
I want to tell adults that too, but that's you can do whatever you want. Everybody can achieve anything, especially in this country. You just need to know your limitations, and that's something that you need to internally, at some point, understand.
Self-reflection is important, and know your strengths and weaknesses.
Yep. All right, that's numero 5. Here's a good one. Number 6. This is I'm going to say this is like 5B. 5B will be, how much risk can your body handle? How much risk can your brain sustain? So in this business, there is some risk. The more educated you are, the more deals you do, the more you use your brain versus your emotions to make things happen. The risk decreases tremendously. So when I do deals now, I know my limitations. I don't go and do multi-million-dollar deals, and I don't do deals in areas I don't understand or know. I don't do deals in geographical areas that I don't know. I stick to what I know. So it keeps my risk low.
That's smart.
So if you're adverse to risk, this is probably not the business for you. And we talked about that last time when we said this landlording is not cut out for everybody. So adverse to risk would be like 5B. Okay, number 6, common mistake is making decisions with your heart versus with your mind. And I'll give you a good example of that. I bought something not too long ago, And I just fell in love with this house. This house was unbelievable. I mean, really, really amazing, well-built house. And at the time when this was built, probably in the 50s or whatever, this area that I bought it in was probably a fairly high, income area, And since then it's not. But this particular street is like phenomenal. But 2 or 3 streets around it, everything around it is not nice. And it's in an area I don't know. But I fell in love with the house, and I bought this house based on my emotion. And the numbers, what happens when you buy with emotion is the numbers find a way to work themselves out, and your emotion takes over your brain, and your brain caves, and your emotions take over. And I've made that mistake, and I've done this for quite a long time. This was only about 4 years ago. And I'm stuck with this place now because I can't sell it for what I have into it. And it loses money every month. So not only do I have an asset that's probably worth what I have into it now, but it loses a significant amount of money every month. And fortunately for me, I have 30 other properties that don't lose money. So I still make that mistake. So I guess sometimes you need to sleep on it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to run that deal. If you're really unsure about it, run it by somebody else or a couple different people who are experts. Don't run it by your grandmother who's never invested anything other than in the bank. Don't run it by your buddy who works at a gas station. Run it by some people that have done what you want to do and are very knowledgeable in it and have really nothing to gain or lose from telling you the truth. So finding those people is very important. So I guess number 6 is make decisions based on your brain, not on your emotion. Easier said than done because I still do it to this day. And you know what number 7 is? Can I just segue into this?
Absolutely.
Would be have some people that you can trust as your advisors. Have someone like myself, or I wish I had somebody who I could have trusted and knew and had the knowledge that I sought when I first started, because I would have eliminated probably 10 years of a learning curve.
It helps. It makes it. We always say you can only be as successful as the 5 closest people to you.
Yep, I would have eliminated 10 years of just School of Hard Knocks. Yeah. So number 7 is the mistake people make is they think they know it all because they read a book or they went to a seminar. They think they can do it by themselves, and they can't. So mistake number 7 is you need to not think you can do it by yourself. You need to have a good team. You need to have a good accountant, attorney, real estate agents. And we talk about this all the time. It's the basics. Good contractors. But you also have to have some really good... Those folks are specialists in their field. Mm-hmm. But then on top of that, you have to have somebody who's doing what you want to do now at a high level of success to advise you. Those people aren't easy to find. They're usually typically very busy, and they don't have the time to devote to helping you because they're busy doing what they do.
Right.
So finding those advisors is difficult. It's not easy. But if you find them, you make sure you make it worth their time. And just don't, you're constantly calling or asking questions. No, you have to bring something to the table. Bring a deal to them.
That was actually going to be my question was, how because we do talk about this a lot, is, surrounding yourself with good people, having a great team, having great, specialists. But how can you find a good advisor to go to? What's the best way?
You seek them out.
There you go.
You seek them out. They're not going to come to you.
No.
So you have to find out who those people are and then bring something to the table. For example, if you wanted to learn from me, bring me some deals. Bring me a deal that I can partner up with you on. I would say, Adam, you bring a deal to me. I'm doing one right now, as a matter of fact. I'm doing one with a gentleman I've never met other than we've done some emails together. I am physically 100% in charge. I am also 100% in I'm on the debt, and I'm on the hook for everything. Okay? But he brought the deal to me. Okay. But this deal doesn't exist without this person bringing the deal to me. So I take over, I manage the deal, I get the property done, we flip it, we sell it. Whatever profits we get, he gets a percentage and I get a percentage. Good. So there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't go to an advisor and just pick up the phone and say, hey, Alex, I need a couple hours of your time today. That's just not going to happen.
How many hours in a week?
I can't do it. There's 168 hours in a week.
There you go.
Good one.
There you go.
So out of the 168, you know how many's left? Not many. So just bring something to seek out the advisors, and hopefully, with some luck and persistence, you will find a few that will help you.
There you go.
That's 7.
Nice tips. That's
folks.
7.
That's really like 7, 8.5 because I threw some A's and B's.
Had a good there was a 1A, 1B. We had a good 5B. I felt like we kind of had we could have went all over the place.
We can change the title to 7.5.
7.5, 9.5 weeks,
or 7 to 9-ish.
Oh, yeah, right. Alex, anything else that you think that we should just add a little sprinkle on top with the 7 things to avoid when investing in real estate? Any final thoughts?
We good?
Yeah, we're good. So nothing to add on. So
can you put the comb back in your beard again?
I can absolutely put the comb right like this.
That is so cool.
And then I'll just sit here and talk with a comb in my beard.
Yeah, can we put that? We got to get video on these because that's really amazing.
Nobody needs to see my ugly mug. I don't want to scare away any potential people.
Yeah, so anybody still listening right now, this is absolutely information
At
that's going to actually make you stupider. So you probably want to shut this off.
At this point, we're just having end of the year fun now, guys. And this is the side that we hope that we've sold you on the personalities and not just the information that we provide you guys. So, Alex, I thank you, sir. I really thank you for your time. Guys, Happy New Year. We hope you're enjoying 2018. We hope you got to ring it in as you safely and as you like to. Please follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. That's Deacon Hoover Real Estate Associates. Deacon Hoover on Twitter. Find us on Spreaker, Google Plus. I don't even think Google Plus is a thing anymore. Let me try that again. Spreaker, iTunes, Google Play, and your favorite podcasting service. And make sure you're going to dhrea.com, and you will find fuller-length versions of these, plus all of our previous episodes and some great blogs written up, and some house listings too. So, guys, our website has a whole bunch of stuff going on. Make sure you check that out. For Alex and for myself and everyone else here at Deacon Hoover Real Estate Associates, we thank you for tuning in to us for this little informational broadcast. Happy New Year, and we will see you next time.